Hey you guys, it's your girl Brandi Yvonne. I'm here with COSIGN magazine. I'm so excited to be here and so excited to work with them.
Brandi Yvonne, thanks for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
How was the shoot?
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
So bomb. Everything, I got a little, behind the scenes. So it's bomb. I'm excited.
I'm super excited for you as well. So for a lot of people who don't know, you've been in the entertainment industry for a while now.
Yeah.
So kind of tell us your story, how you first got into the entertainment industry, and we'll work our way up to today.
I started doing videos.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all remember that Dallas era where there was so many rappers, there were so many groups out. So I started out doing like music videos and not like the booty shaking music videos, like, the main girl or, just kind of fillers or whatever. And I was also in a girl group called Fantasy that consisted of me, Simone, and another girl named Camille.
Oh, wow.
So we we did our music group thing, toured, did a whole bunch of cool features with other rappers that are still relevant to this day. Okay. And that's kind of how I got into it.
So were you singing or were you rapping?
I was singing. What? I can't rap. I rap along, but I'm corny as a rapper, so I was singing.
That's okay. So while we're on, let's talk about that. So everybody has their own journey, their own path. What I love about today's vibe is that everybody's super supportive, right?
Yeah, right.
So, you're doing your own thing right now. Simone doing her own thing. How does it feel to have, a friend, a colleague, like really blow up and really live her passion?
I cry every time I just see her going to the next level and blossoming and really just taking over the game. And especially when we know where each other came from. Right. And when I see the hustle and when I know everything that she's been through, it's so inspiring just to see her keep elevating. And I know that she hasn't scratched half of even what she wants to do. So even the fact that she's where she is now and she's have yet to even do what I know she really wants to do is really, really inspiring.
For sure. Yeah. When y'all had a girl group, if I heard correctly, y'all actually moved to Atlanta, right?
We didn't move to Atlanta. We were in Atlanta a lot though. We worked with a lot of, so we were back and forth between Dallas and Atlanta, but we worked with a lot of producers in Atlanta. We did some videos out there, but yeah.
Okay. So how did the transition go from music to fitness and entrepreneurship?
We came to a point in our career where our third group member, she ended up leaving the group. So, Braylon, Simone, and I started doing like a duo thing. Everybody knows duos don't really do well in the music industry, but we tried. Okay. And we did create some awesome music, but we just kind of got to the point where we were just like, you know what? She wanted to focus on, her rapping and hosting. That's when she was doing 106 in Park and stuff like that. And then I was going more into like my modeling and fitness and all that. So we're like, we love each other, but let's just kind of part ways. We're going to support each other regardless of whatever we do. And, I kind of just ventured off that way. I got into fitness. I've always been a dancer. I've always been a ballerina. I stopped dancing when I was 20. Dancing, not on the pole, with the point shoes. Yeah. No, there's anything wrong with that. But, and I was like, what's going to keep me active? What am I going to do? So I was going through a bad breakup and I started going to the gym really heavy. And I would notice people coming up to me asking me, oh, can you show me how to do this? Or how do you do that? And I'm like, I'm not a trainer, but sure. So I just kind of noticed, people kind of looking up to me in the gym, and I'm like, I could do well with this. So I teamed up with a really good friend of mine. He kind of just put me on into some fitness stuff, and we kind of started.
It's great that you turn a bad breakup into fitness and not the other way.
Oh, yeah. No, because you can either blow up or you can get real skinny and frail. And no, that was my therapy. I was in the gym like a slave.
So one thing about the gym that I feel like people have a hard time with is discipline, right? Mm-hmm. So where does your discipline come from? Like to make you, no matter what, keep going to the gym and keep working out?
I love how I look. I love, not in a vain way, I just love what the gym does for your physique and how you feel. Everybody knows that, exercising gives you endorphins, and endorphins boost your mood. They make you happy. So I love the way that I feel after. I love, the way that I look when I'm in there. And that's enough discipline for me. I pretty much, since I grew up dancing, I've always had that kind of disciplinary mind frame where it's like, I have to be a dance at this time. So I've always kind of grown up, with that whole mindset. But besides that, I love, just the way that I look going to the gym. And I feel like for anybody that should be enough. Like you don't want to look good, you don't want to look good naked. Like
you look amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
A ballerina and a black ballerina at that. You don't see that often.
I know.
So how'd you get into that?
I've been dancing since I came out the womb.
So your parents put you in, your mother?
My mom. It's kind of like a family joke. I always walk around on my tiptoes. To this day, I'm 30 years old, and I walk around on my tiptoes. Like, and everybody's always like, "Why do you walk around on your tiptoes?" I'm like, "It's just habit." But I just feel like it was just kind of embedded in me. Like I feel like I came out the womb a dancer.
So what's been like the most, I would say, promising thing that you've done dance-wise, or like have you performed somewhere that was, super official like this?
I was in a really renowned ballet company here in Dallas, Chamberlain Ballet Company. I was in their company. So we kind of went around the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex doing Nutcracker and all types of different ballets. I traveled to New York. I've danced. Where else did I dance? I feel like New York was probably the most pronounced place, but I feel like just the ability to be able to perform is enough in front of people, and that is the most exhilarating experience to me as a dancer.
Do you still do it for yourself?
I do.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
I take adult ballet classes. And
oh, nice.
You're once a dancer, always a dancer. So I feel like that'll be into me. So I'm 60.
Got you. So let's fast forward to Summertime Fitness. Okay. So the name. What made you come up with the name?
Y'all, it's a funny story. It's gonna be quick. It's gonna make it long. I always come up with my best ideas in the shower. I listen to music. Like I'm a music head, obviously, been in groups. I listen to music when I wake up to the time that I go to sleep. So I was battling with the name and I'm like, I don't want anything corny. I don't want Bodied by Brandi or like anything like that. Cliche. What do I love? I love bright colors. I love, anything fun, poppy, bright. So I'm in the shower and J. Cole's and Drake's In the Morning came on.
I love that song.
And he's like, baby, you summertime fine. And I said, oh, there it is. And I just kept saying it over. I literally got out the shower and kept rewinding and just kept listening to that part again. And I was like, Summertime Fine Fitness. And it just kind of rang and it just kind of stuck with me. And then that embodies everything else that I love as far as summer. I love summer. Who doesn't love summer? Bright colors. And then it's tied into music. So,
for sure. So it started off as was it fitness training?
It was fitness training. Okay. I'm into fashion as well. I went to school for fashion. Oh, nice. And I have a love for fashion. People that know me know I love style. I love fashion. I love to get dressed up. And I just kind of blended the two. So from my training to my fashion, I decided, I'm always buying Nike. I'm always buying all these other workout clothes. Why not create something that I love that I know other women will love because they're always complimenting me on my workout clothes.
True.
So that's kind of where that started. Put fashion and fitness together.
For sure. Love the clothes, by the way.
Thank you.
Really
y'all that great quality. That's big. Definitely. Get you some.
So outside of having your own brand, doing influencer stuff, you've actually ran some pretty big campaigns.
Yeah.
There's a long list.
Yeah.
One recent one, familiar one that you got a lot of notoriety for was for SKIMS.
Yeah.
Which is what Kim Kardashian's line.
The GOAT.
Yes, the GOAT. So 2-part question. One, tell us how did it feel to work for such I would say probably the world's biggest celebrity of our time.
Right.
And for 2, how did that even come about?
So number 1, it was amazing. I have worked with a lot of brands and been on a whole bunch of sets and just being around, very great people. And that was hands down the most professional, just amazing experience. I don't even know another way to put it, but it was just, number 1, like you said, working for her, she is the GOAT from influencer to, mogul to businesswoman to, billionaire. She's going to find a way anyway, by any means to make some money. And I love that about her. So it was really, really cool. And that's humbling for me because to watch her and everything that she's built is I want to be behind that. Right. And I want to, it inspires me to, do what she's doing. So that was amazing, from her cast to her set to everything. There's so much detail that goes into it. And I was just like, wow, I've seen some stuff, but this is next level. Right. So that was really cool. And then they reached out to me. They were looking for supporters and for models and for people that have always worn their brand, and they reached out to me and my manager, and they're like, we want to work. And I said, wait, what?
Was it like via email to your manager, or was it like on Instagram?
Instagram.
Just DM'd you?
Yep.
Slid in your DM?
Yes.
Wow.
So yeah, that's how it started, and that's how it came about. And I'm like, y'all tag your brands, because when I tell you these people are looking and they are watching, and they want, you know, people that represent their brand, and yeah, so that's all I can say.
So I think at COSIGN we're gonna give you a new nickname called Billboard Brandi.
Yes, Billboard.
So you got a whole billboard.
I got a billboard, y'all, in New York City.
That's
York
crazy.
City.
What does that feel like?
I really feel like people kept asking me that, and I was like, I don't feel like I could take credit for it. Just in short, I lost my sister a year and a half ago, and so anything that happens to me, I'm like, that's not me. I feel like that's her, and that's God up there, like conversing, like get baby sister together, like. So it's really hard for me to even feel like I could take credit for that, but it just feels amazing because I know that that's nothing but.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome to have that belief too and faith as you keep going. At COSIGN, we have this thing called championship run, right? So throughout your career, you won a lot. You know, of course, you dealt with adversity, but you won a lot. Kind of talk us through some of those moments where you've been winning and how you got through like the adversity as you kept winning. You know, so you'll take some L's along the way, but you know, you kept pushing through it.
For sure. I don't really believe in quitting anything, and I'm really big with affirmations. So anytime where I feel like I'm winning, I'm doing well, and maybe a roadblock comes or I take a L in something, I look at whatever I lose in was not meant for me. No. So God is not going to, you know, give me something that wasn't for me. So any L that I take, I'm like, that just wasn't for me. Right. Let me go back to the drawing board, or let me look at everything else that I've accomplished. Look at all these W's. So I can't really focus on those L's. All I can do is figure out more ways to get some more W's. For sure. And with success and with, you know, doing well in life, people are going to come around that might not have your best interest. There might be haters or whatever. But to me, I mean, that's a them problem. It has nothing to do with me. So I really don't.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So give us one of your favorite quotes or affirmations that you like to live by or that you recommend to others.
My favorite quote that I live by, that I say daily, that I write daily on anything, on a receipt, on anything, is life is worth living.
True.
Yes.
That is all facts.
Yes.
Okay. And a couple more questions. So who was the first person in your career that co-signed you? Like, you know, it could have been maybe gave your music to somebody or recommended you for a video shoot, but somebody early on, like early adopter that believed in you and was like, I support her and I want to help her get to that next level.
Early in my career?
Yeah, early in your career. Like one of your first ones.
I'm trying to think. So many great people.
That means you have a lot of good people in your life.
Yeah. Okay. He's doing very well to this day. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Youngstar Beats. He produced so many amazing hits. He's here in Dallas, and that's always been like, bro, he's always put my name out there in people's ears. She's a hustler. She's a workhorse. She is a great person, and I love him for that. He had a lot of, he worked with a lot of artists that at the time when I was doing videos and all that, so he'd always be like, get B. Right. Get B. She's great to work with. She, you know, X, Y, and Z. So he definitely early in my career. That's bro. Yeah. That's what's up. So you kind of alluded to earlier, so I'm going to go ahead and ask. Do you have a special person in your life right now? I do not. When I say it feels really, really good to be the most single in my life that I've been in a really long time. Like you could be single and you could be really single. And I'm really single. And it feels good because that's when you learn yourself. You learn to date yourself. You learn, what do I like about myself? What do I need to improve to, you know, date somebody else? Because you got to be together before you give yourself to somebody else. So I'm very single. Very single. So we believe in shooting our shots out here, right? What's the correct way to shoot their shot at Brandi? You know, like, is it social media? Is it trying to find where you might be at? I'm old school when it comes to dating. So I know that social media is the way that a lot of people hook up, like, and no shade to it, because a whole bunch of my girlfriends and guy friends have met their significant other on social media, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. But I'm old school. Listen, I want you to approach me. I want us to have a good conversation. That's my thing. What if they see you, but they can't find you? See, there's a difference. I can see you on the internet,
but I can't find you in person.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, so you got to use your resources.
That's true. That is true. Okay, that's fair. That is fair. So I'm not totally against the whole IG, social media hookup. So yeah, I mean, people slide in people's DMs. Just come correctly, no corny stuff.
No corny stuff.
No corny stuff, no funny business.
Got you. And last but not least, so there's been a lot of, injustices going on. Recently came out with the news that Breonna Taylor's killers are not getting convicted. As a Black woman in general, are you okay right now? Like, how do you feel? You always have to be strong.
Yeah.
But how are you emotionally throughout these times?
It's hard. And no, I'm not mentally not okay, because I always think about it like it was Breonna Taylor, but that could have been my best friend. That could have been me. That could have been my cousin, my anybody close to me. So when they do say, the most disrespected woman in America is the Black woman, and the most hated woman in America is the Black woman, like all that Malcolm X speech is 100% true, because I feel like we are not protected. And just like we're fighting for Black Lives Matter, it's also, I feel like we're fighting for the Black man, but then like we're kind of under that, and it's like, well, what about us?
Right.
Like, I don't feel like we're really protected. So no, I'm really not okay. Me and my friends, we have a group chat where we, uplift each other every day. So we all today, we're like, how are you doing mentally? What do you feel like? What are you manifesting today? What's going to help our mental get in the right place? What can we do? Right. Even if it doesn't, get to the point where, we can make a huge difference. But what can we do in our community?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like I could go on and on about that. Right. I'm angry. I'm sad. I've cried. I have prayed. It's really disheartening.
Right. I feel your pain. Trust me. I have a 13-year-old
Thank you for
daughter.
asking that.
No, of course, I have a 13-year-old daughter. I have to have these conversations with her. I have sisters, mothers, female friends, and it's like, man, what can we do to make sure y'all are okay?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, y'all protect us Black men
for sure
the most. So
yes,
like,
exactly.
I can reciprocate
exactly.
That. But last but not least, for our audience, female founders or male founders, what advice do you give them to continue to be entrepreneurs out here when it's hard? You may not get the support that you expect up front, but what should they be doing just to keep going and keep fighting through those tough times?
Diligence, discipline, and time management. Those are like the three most important things to me. You got to be diligent. You got to work hard. You got to put time into your business, put money, invest in yourself. And then the discipline is just, you can't go to everything. You can't go to every party. You can't buy, that bag that you want. Sometimes you got to invest that into your business. And then time management, write out your day, write out your to-do list. And it does get hard and it does get overwhelming, especially people that work a job and they also want to become an entrepreneur. That's a lot, because you're really balancing two jobs at the same time. So with that, I just say time management. And then last thing, don't think that because there's a lot of something that you can create something in that same field. I feel like a lot of people run into, oh, well, everybody's doing eyelashes. Oh, well, everybody's a trainer. Oh, it doesn't matter, because what you can give to people might be completely different, a completely different experience, a completely different look or vibe or anything. So don't let that shy you away from whatever it is that you're passionate in. And don't think that there's not room for you, because it's so much money and it's so much room for everybody to win.
That's $1 million advice from Brandi Yvonne. That's super dope. Any last words? Anything you have coming up you want to share? Where can people find you at?
You can find me on Instagram. That's the one that I'm most social on. That's Brandi Yvonne, BrandiVonne. You could also check out my website. That's summertimefinefitness.com. And yes, please just stay tuned. I have a lot of amazing, cool things coming up that I would love for you guys to support me with. And yeah, thank you for having me.
So fella, shoot your shot, no corny stuff.